Ahem. Um, I love this data pack so much. What do you mean? What do you mean it's that fast? No, no need for water bottles. No need for nothing. Just everything is beautiful. I love you. You're over here too. Why the fuck are there so many of you everywhere? Hope you guys didn't spawn in my machinery. Talking about my machinery, punk. We probably need some torches there. All right, video topic. Cue it up. Ooh wee. I barely have enough slime balls for this. Ooh, a little bit of this, a little bit of this, and a little bit of this. All right. So today we're talking about Transamerica, a movie I watched about this trans lady who, before turning trans, had a child, and now she like has to go take care of him. And I don't know what I just said. I just said it and I already forgot it because I'm very good at remembering everything basically. Yeah, so Transamerica, this lady, trans lady, before transitioning, had mistakenly a child. She's told about this like a week before her reassignment surgery, and she's like, "Oh shit!" So she has to go take care of the kid. But all, of course, she doesn't want to tell the kid that that I'm your father, because no longer. And I guess she also doesn't want to say I'm your mother because complex situation. Let's just say complex. Wow, really don't have enough complex situation. Let's just say. I mean, I think you would too be thrown aback by that sort of information. So I started watching the movie, and when I was watching it, I thought, hey, this seems like pretty alright trans like representation. I don't think it's so bad. But the more time passed, the more I realized, isn't this movie kind of stereotypical about its representation? Like I feel like it's good trans representation for like your grandma, you know, or your mother. Like your mother may look at this and be like, "Oh wait, trans people are people too." But in full honesty, I don't think like real people who are actually trans would get much out of this movie when it comes to like feeling represented. Because again, I don't think it's really representative of like the trans experience. It feels like everything that happens in the movie is a great stereotype for trans people, and it's thinly veiled under this layer of like they're people too, you know. So most of all, I was just thinking that like the movie couldn't be that bad. I don't think it's a horrible movie, and when I look at the way trans people react to the movie, I do see a lot of people kind of get thrown aback by it. I couldn't speak properly for some reason, but I feel like it definitely is trying to do more. And a lot of times I see people call the movie hurtful and whatnot, and I'm not sure how it's hurtful. It's cliche. It's like cookie cutter. And maybe I'm not the right person at all to talk about this, but I still feel like maybe the movie is like overplayed with how quote unquote bad it is according to a lot of trans people. Because it is true that I don't like how this looks. Imagine I'm talking about a serious topic and get distracted looking at a saw blade. Oh man, I have very little gold. Oh well. Yeah, so I was saying, it's like I definitely see why a trans person would be not comfortable with the way they depicted trans people in this. I don't think this is enough. It is not by a long shot. I'm gonna need to smell some gold. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's a movie that leaves me feeling iffy because I'm pretty sure the movie itself doesn't know what it's doing. You know? Oh boy. Okay, I need to figure out how to get some gold real quick. Nothing to it but to do it. Now where was I? So let me go a little bit more through the movie and what I liked and didn't like about it, I suppose. So I definitely didn't think the movie was as abysmal as a lot of people say. But yeah, it is incredibly cliche. It does feel like the stereotype it's trying to peddle. It's just not done properly, right? It feels like it should be done properly. Ugh, I hate how this place looks with this texture pack. Oh boy. Oh, please don't blow me up, guest. I don't know where you are. I don't think it's a hurtful stereotype because at the end of the day, I still feel like it's a more complete stereotype than what a lot of people like would know, especially from the outsider point of view. But it definitely feels like an outsider movie. Like if you're trans and you're thinking about watching this movie, do think about it as a movie for outsider trends. All of these pauses have been sponsored by the Potassium Overcharger. Oh no, I can help but feel like it's still pretty good, just stereotypical. And it's true that not all, most stereotypes don't apply to all people, duh. But I still feel like it's kind of alright, in a sense, for the portrayal to be as it is in this movie. And a lot of the times, I think that mostly what I didn't like is less related to oh, why didn't people like this portrayal? Because it makes sense if you didn't like this portrayal. There's many things about it not to like. Stereotypical, cliche. It makes it sound like all trans people do everything at the same time, in the sense that always in your life you always do the transition bits at X time in your life. You must always be certain age or whatnot. Stereotypes that maybe were a little bit more like appropriate to apply back then. Ah, you guys look weird. You guys look weird. I like that they made your ears invisible through texture of the park. Ouch. Nice. God, I'm gonna win a Guinness Award for most interruptions trying to record a video about Transamerica. It's not that hard. You just have to pay the money and then they give you the record. Imagine that's the record I decide to pick up. Oh yeah, that's the guy that scored the most interrupt. A new interruption. A new interruption has just. This is stop me, please. I'm a die, die, die. I'm angry and I'm killing you out of anger. That's right. I can do this. I can do anything I want. I'm a Minecraft player. What? What are you gonna? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Huh? Hmm? 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 I hit the pigman. I hit the pigman. I hit the pigman. Wait, isn't this a good opportunity to farm money? Maybe not. My anger has backfired on me, and now I'm interrupting my own video. Oh, look at that tiny piglin. He's gonna kill me. No, don't kill me, tiny piglin. Okay, I've now made enemies with everything in the nether. Excuse me for a second. I just I just need to have a little snack, you know? And my microphone's in the way of doing this incredible move that I'm doing now. Alright. Sorry. 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 My microphone is super delayed today. Oh my god, I'm killing the entire piglin population. Where's that guy going? I feel bad. Also, why does my strike does not work? Another one goes up there. This feels. I've I've committed many mistakes. Good experience farming though. I do need it. I still, my boots still need to be finished. Um, yeah, now my inventory is too full for this. What is this? Why are more of you showing up? And why are you all pathfinding over there? I don't understand them. Genuinely confusing experience. There should be enough gold though. By quite a bit. How are you feeling? I was talking about a trance movie and now I'm not anymore. And I don't want to deal with that either. Alright, I'll see you back home once I done with the Goo Gaga situation that's probably happening here. I like that term, Goo Gaga. This is not what I expected the Transamerica video to end up being. Alright. Problem dealt with to some extent. Probably not enough gold. But I need to clean up my inventory anyways. What is this? I have one. I can have like multiple, you know? The magma cream. This all started because I wanted some magma cream. Alright. I get myself back home. Now let me recenter myself as to what I was talking about. Regardless of whether or not Transamerica is correct trans representation, there are things about it that I feel could have been done way better. And I don't just mean it regarding the trans representation, because, you know, it's like old movie has outdated trans representation that uses tropes from a long time ago. It's true that that sucks. Don't misunderstand that, but it's also an old movie. It's like you can't get angry at an old movie for being old. I suppose you can point out that it's old. You can mention that, and that's fine. But there's one thing about this movie that I didn't like, and I think it's something that has nothing to do with age. Blue, why does the harness look like this? Why would you make the harness look like this? This doesn't. Oh, no, I'm getting distracted again. This movie sucks when it comes to the writing. The ending of the movie just kind of ends on a sort of nothing note where, like, the main character, or I guess not the main character precisely, but the conglomerate that is surrounding the main character kind of like it's done horribly. So there's the family of the main character. Those are like incredibly bland. They're just there to insert things that trans people have gone through in a way. That is just a really shitty way of doing it. Like, you know, they're specifically designed to be the supportive one, the neutral one, and the person that's against it. And they appear very little in the movie, actually, but still, is like, mm, it's get me thinking stuff that I don't like. You know, just it really feels a little distasteful in a way that the entire family is done like that. They're so two-dimensional, and that's a script writing issue, not an issue with the way things are represented on screen. And that continues going on with the other main character. I just said this movie has two main characters, because it does. It has two main characters. Once, of course, the trans lady, and once, you know, the kid. The kid that the entire movie's about. And this kid, he does gay prostitution for money. for no reason. This is just a plot point that the movie decided to bring up for literally no actual reason. It's just there to make you go, oh no, poor kid. He's having a hard life because he doesn't know parents, you know? Even though he did have a parent up until the very start of the movie, which is the reason why the protagonist is made aware of the kid's existence, right? The other mother died. And you're just there thinking to yourself, like, was it really necessary? Need to do math? Math done. Nice one with the making 50 pressure plates, by the way. But this kid in the movie is like so badly done because at the end of the movie, like there's several points in the movie where the fact that he's a prostitute is used in the episode, in the episode I said, in the movie as like a plot device. And at the end of the movie, he just ends up turning into a porn actor. And it's just awkward because clearly the kid is not supposed to be enjoying that. The actor is doing a good job at portraying that the kid is not particularly enjoying the experience of, being in the porn industry. The whole movie, you're like building up his character to be that he has some sort of pathology with the fact that the only thing he can do right is prostitution. That's fucking heavy, man. It's too heavy for the movie to like completely gloss over as it does. Because the movie completely glosses over it. There was not a single attempt to actually discuss what the feelings around this are. Huh? Oh, I already have a shit ton of chests. I just didn't see them. Oops. It's just like, it's so sad that the movie just ends with that completely unresolved. It just ends, yeah, and then she had her, like, sex reassignments injury. Injury? I can't speak. It's surgery. Sex reassignment surgery. Gee. I'm so bad at speaking. Genuinely. I don't know how I do it. I don't know how we speak in general and manage to say nothing and say everything at the same time. I'm gonna need more hoppers. I'm gonna need 3 more hoppers. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, good. And now I need mine carts. We're almost done with this. Eh. And alright, I have to do them one by one. That's okay. There we go. Good. We now have the full material list that we need here. Great. Time to clean up my inventory. But I don't love that the movie ends with that because I think my biggest problems with the film were not the representation. That's just antiquated because they're stupid, I guess. They're old. They're old. It's just an old movie. So it's like, it makes a little sense that the old movie fails at portraying certain things that it wants to portray. I like how this is dry gas tank in this resource pack. There's a happy gas with like a dry one, and they just turn it into an egg because they thought it was more retro. Honestly, pretty clever. I don't hate it. And now I need to make a few repeaters and other such funny items. Let's make parts. Should probably move all my quartz to the chest up here, but whatever. Also, I picked up very little quartz. What is this? Pick up all of that. I don't like the way the movie was written when it comes to the script writing at all. It pisses me off so much. I didn't like it. And this episode, this video was more like an adventure while I tried talking about some genuinely serious stuff. Right, we're gonna need them to be torches. So, oh, I also am probably gonna need a little extra redstone. All that redstone there is supposed to be for the things that I was about to do. And I didn't use a single bit of it. Guess I used all the extra redstone, but whatever. Do them like this. Give me. I made 30. I made 31. I wanted to make 20. I don't know what happened there. Oh well. There we go. We have our repeaters. I think this is way more repeaters than we need. And we also need just a few comparators. There we go. Not too bad. Alright. I should have the full material list now. Great. Verdict on this movie, I think B tier. Between, its antiquated representation, its bunch of cliches that make it feel just completely, like, unthought of. It's almost like they genuinely didn't think about what they were doing. But it's clear that they wanted. It's clear that the movie was made in good faith. They didn't want to hurt anyone. They wanted actual representation for trans people, and it just so happened that the movie came out like that because it's old. And the movie's too old to do it as properly as they wanted to do it. And that's just kind of normal. It's expected. You can't call it a shame. I don't entirely recommend this movie. I guess I recommend this movie if like you want trans issues movie to watch with someone else. Now a spam caller is everyone's distracting me. I don't want to continue this video. I genuinely don't. I genuinely think this video I've suffered this video and it's just me talking. My microphone has extra delay. Everything keeps making noise. They keep calling me on the phone. Is this some sort of sign? Is this some sort of sign about something? I don't know, man. B tier, really don't recommend this movie unless it's like, you're interested in seeing bad trans representation that used to be okay and now it's not so much anymore. That's pretty much it. Bye.